Here's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys made a statement last week, winning in blowout fashion. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. To the air with McCarthy. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the penalty decline, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route.
And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and hand it at the 36-yard line. In our stat pack every week, there's 2 columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered 2 last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy, the guy who forced the fumble, is going to get major kudos for knocking the ball free. But it doesn't really matter if you don't have the FR guy coming in, swooping in, and getting the ball. That means he's around the football, able to make a play.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up ruling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Ramsey. He's got it to the 43 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 72 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Ramsey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
At the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Love looking to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Well, yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. He just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Good move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing is McCarthy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
Well, we know they clinch a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 18-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packers offense and receiver Jaden Reed headed onto the field. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certain.
Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Amari Hampton, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Glove. And a throw right sideline is complete.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 31. Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
At the Vikings 27-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun. Love. That one out wide and intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total. as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They'll start on the ground with Genty.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And man over the middle, and it's complete.
16 yards.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Genty.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Look at the juke.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Love from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Ramsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Love now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Gain of 22 yards. First down, Vikings.
Now McCarthy.
And that is incomplete.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. To the air with McCarthy.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Minnesota.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thornton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's 4th down.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Colston Loveland, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In motion goes the tight end.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Short throws, got Kraft.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
makes the score.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on Carolina. And it's the Texans QB. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Tank Dell, one of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bengals come away with a 4-point victory. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo, the Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the Browns QB, one of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. The Browns lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On first down, it's Genty.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Gets them.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a first carry here for the running back. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
On play action, McCarthy.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Vikings, first down. First and goal, Minnesota.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
There you go. Here's Genty.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ashton Genty. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Play action this time with Love.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
now Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
It's a quick turnaround for him after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
On play action, now McCarthy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good. For the Packers, 1st down.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
the Vikings. First down.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Vikings.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Pass caught right side by Loveland.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly out wide is Love.
Going to 43. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Here's Love. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Second and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Kinetik. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Kinetik.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At the 20. Able to find Pryor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love now.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
As we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ramsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Love. And he's got his man on the out route.
They'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Love from the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal.
How about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Love going to keep it on the option.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Packers 23.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They're taking the short, steady bursts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Genty will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that, because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 23.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Hey, check.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers 1st down.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another Packers.
Love looking to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Working out of the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, the Vikings offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The guy have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.